And people give weed a bad name, and they shouldn't, man. That wild hair that I got up my ass just a minute ago to go out there and dig up that corn and move it to the front was a wonderful fucking necessary thing. I had the fire in my eyes. I just wanted to know. I didn't know what the root situation was going to be. I didn't know how far down I'd have to dig. I had to learn a lot about the roots. But those corns was the last one my pappy when he was still alive, is the last ones he planted over there. So I put them right here front outside the window. Two little points. Goddamn, feel good about it. Watered them a little bit too. I was kind of upset with the first garden I did. There's stuff growing back there. A lot of beans and peas and foods like that, but I don't have another hose. I have a small um I mean, I could use the hose that comes off of the washing machine and come off of that spigot and probably spray the ground there without having like too much control, but enough to water it. I think I'll do that tomorrow. Now that I thought about it, we do have a water spigot right in the back. I put the original Oregon garden back there and haven't planted anything ever since. That Oregon garden looked amazing, but I got kicked out for using poison products. The gnomes immediately kicked me out. I didn't even think about it. I was just having problems with grass growing back in the spot where I made my rows. I did it all technical and shit. I made a design. It looked like a fucking Thor's hammer. It was badass. Like a circuit with a mound in it that would orgone in the rods. The rods came out like this at one time. A lot of different experiments back there. I need to start making some more orgone stuff. Orgonite is great. It's easy to do. It's fun. You know, get you some molds, buy you some bondo, and fucking make you some damn. Look, you can go to this is what you can do if you want to make your own orgonite. Orgonite's great. It's great shit to have. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's fucking great. It's good for you. Makes you feel good, and I know it stopped that fibromyalgia shit that I thought I had. It was like having arthritis over my whole body. I started making orgone. It went away and it never came back. I don't know what the fuck was wrong with me. There was nothing they could do either. It was like being the Tin Man, and like all my shit needed oil. All my joints needed oil. They were like, I was fucked up. I didn't know if I fucked myself up from drugs. I didn't know. I didn't know what the fuck was going on, but it had me fucked up because I could barely move. It's like all your joints locked up. It was pretty fucking shitty. But it did. It went away, and it went away as I began to get and make my own orgonite. Well, what you can do, get you some quartz crystals, as long as they're piezoelectric. Now, if you want to coil the quartz, which you need to put inside the orgonite, you need to wear rubber gloves. Don't coil that fucking copper on that crystal with your bare hands. Don't do it. It'll short out. It won't have the desired effect. The orgonite will not be strong and it won't work. You ground it out. You have to wear gloves when you coil that copper around that crystal. Now, when you put it in there, anytime you're touching it, you don't need to touch it with your bare hands at all. The crystal. Now, the crystal you can insert into the mold, like say if you have a pyramid, the mold would be upside down. It'd be the pyramid shape. You can stick that quartz in there and it will sit in the nose of that pyramid and it'll stand in there pretty easy. You could pour that stuff around it. If you hold the top of the wire that's going through it, so you got a crystal on the end of it, um, then you can pour that stuff in. And as it hardens, the resin, which I used Bondo, um, but you need to have the resins mixed with 50% of like, you can get the shavings for free. If you go to the locksmith and you ask them to give you the shavings from their shit, their station, they will give it to you at a locksmith station. Even now, if you go in there and you tell them what you're doing, they won't. They'll sweep it up, and because they're gonna They recycle it, I'm sure, but they don't have a problem giving you a little bit of it, especially if you're doing something creative. I've never had them tell me no. I've got it from the back of the Walmart. You can go back there, you can get it for free. If you ask them, if you know how to deal with people by asking them, everyone I've asked has always given it to me if they had it. The locksmith has it, the back where they make keys in Walmart has it. So you mix that powder in, 50% that, because it's a uh, conductor, it's a metal, but the orgonite solution, the hold on, the resin is the non-conductive other 50%, and of course it will just mix the two together. Basically, take the amount of resin you would use, add 50% that metal shavings. That's the right mixture. Pour that into your mold with the crystal. That is your mold. So that's the resin with the metallic particles in it. Pour that into where the crystal's at, and it'll, as it hardens, it will squeeze and piezoelectrically create a little bit of a charge. That's what activates the orgonite. And it won't do that if you have touched it with your bare hands. And what else? Hold on. Well, I'm trying to think. It won't do that if you touch it with your bare hands, so don't. Now, if you do this with these, if you make the pipes, there's a way to do it. I put some in some pipes. I had that crystal that's coiled inside of a big pipe that's like 6 foot long, closed off, so the crystal's inside the pipe, coiled. Pouring the resin in there so that the bottom this much of the pipe has the crystal in it with the material in the resin. It's closed off so that pipe vibrates piezoelectrically to, or puts a charge into that electricity that's coming out. Although it's not like a lot, it is producing a small amount of electricity because you're putting that crystal under pressure when it hardens in that material. Now, you're not, after you do that to one of these pipes, do not touch the pipes with your bare hand. If you touch those pipes with your bare hand, especially after you set it up, you need to fuck with them with gloves from then on. When you touch it with your bare hands, your hand will immediately go dead. It will go dead about up to here. That's what they call the door. The destructive orgonite accumulates outside of that tube, and it does, and it'll fuck you up. If you put your hands on there, your hands will be like, you know how your hands go dead? It'll be like that for like a month. And sometimes it could be longer, so it's real bad for you. It does that to your hands. It fucked me up for a minute. I didn't know. I learned by actually doing it. But that's the sign that it's a fucking strong ass thing you've got there working. So also be advised. But if you contact with your hands metal and it accumulates on the surface of that metal, it's bad. It's bad for you. But the opposite energy, the orgone, the positive orgone, is flowing, and it being around you will charge you up. And it's very healthy. It's good for your body. Plants grow, all kinds of phenomenon. I don't fully know what the fuck's going on, but it works. But there's a right way to do it, and there's a wrong way to do it. So don't do it the wrong way. It's easy to do that and find out. Now, you can make different shapes too. You could buy some molds, some like plastic rubber molds that you can pour that mixture into. Now, remember, you're going to use whatever the volume is of that that you're filling with the resin. 50% of that volume needs to be the material of the shavings, because you need to have the mixture that is 50%. It's that mixture of that conductive material in that non-conductive material being balanced that also makes that effect. That's what makes it orgonite. It's not just the crystal, but you do have to have a crystal in it. that material without a crystal mixed in the 50-50 is still good for you, but it's not strong and it's not programmable like the one with the crystal is. That's where you can do the weird shit with crystals, and you can fucking new age geek out. And for a fact, you can, because there's crystals are badass. Plus, just be a wizard.